Woo, it has been a while, guys. Like I say, you guys are looking so sharp today. I hope you all are doing so well. I know today is a big day, a momentous day. Now, since we've been kind of gone, took like a 2-week break from YouTube, I figured we're gonna kick this off with a bang. So we kind of swapped the truck out for something else. It's in the driveway right now. If you watch the mock EGT video, Triple Crown Ford has really been helping us out, and today they gave me the keys to a Bronco. That's right, a Bronco.
And it's red. I mean, look at that. It's very red. Red wheels, red paint. It's just red.
So this is a 2021 Big Bend Bronco. It has the 2.3 liter i4 engine, very speedy. Now, obviously, right off the bat, not factory wheels and tires.
So these are some awesome red fuels with some 33s on there.
I gotta say, the 33s on this whole package, it fits it very nicely. So somehow we have this thing until tomorrow, so we got a whole lot of not shenanigans to do. We're gonna keep it under 55 for the sake of, you know, getting along with Ford, but it'll still be cool. Now, before we take it on the road, while we've already got it in the driveway,
here is the heart of the beast, the 4-cylinder. Oh yeah.
It certainly isn't a 5-liter Coyote, but paired with the 10-speed transmission, the 275 horsepower and 310 pound-foot of torque, it does the trick. It ain't no slouch. Now, while looking at it and talking about it is cool, Ford gave me the keys to do some driving. So without further ado, let's see what she's got. If you're a real OG subscriber, you recall a while back ago, we did kind of a review on a red Badlands Bronco, which is like my highest viewed video. One of my favorite features about that is when you get in the animations that come on the screen. Look at that. It's so sweet. I mean, come on. That would never get old. So I can already see the point of this vehicle. This is, how do I put this? It's probably not gonna be a particularly comfortable vehicle. It's probably not gonna be particularly refined, but it's gonna be really fun. And after all, I mean, that's the point of it, right? So it is definitely not the Mustang over there with a V8. However, so, yeah. So the big question is, how is this thing gonna drive? Now, the main competitor is the good old Jeep. Now, I've driven a lot of Jeeps in my time. They're not impressive to drive. They really are not great to drive. And it's the solid front axle, which, while it may be great for rock crawling and stuff, on road, independent front suspension is the way to go. So in addition to the 2.3 liter engine that is in this, there's also the 2.7 liter engine, which comes in like the higher trim levels. I guess you could option it out. That one has 310 horsepower and 400 pound-foot of torque. So a lot more than this one. But first reactions of the mighty old 2.3 liter 4-cylinder, it's really not bad. Now, I knew the Bronco was not going to be fast by any means, but that being said, honestly, I'm not disappointed with it. I think for the vehicle it is, for the market it's going against, and for the, you know, it's supposed to be an off-road capable vehicle, it's really no slouch, even with the small 2.3 liter engine. I read, I think it's like an 8.5 seconds 0 to 60, something like that. So it's slower than my truck, but my truck has a 6.2 liter V8, so take that into mind. So, is it fast? No, it's not fast, but it's not slow. It's really not slow. The 10-speed really helps this thing out big time. It's not a slow vehicle. It's not a fast vehicle. For what it is, it's a good amount. It's very doable. With the 2.7 though, that thing would be great. I love the interiors of the Broncos. I think Ford did such a dang good job. It's such an awesome place to be. The interior suits the vehicle. This is a fun having vehicle. Like, you can tell by the way it's built, the way it feels, this vehicle's meant for fun. It's not meant for like super creature comforts, although it has a few, especially in the higher trim levels, but it's meant for fun. The interior definitely reflects that. It's just a fun place to be. Now, I could go on specs all day long, but there's a million different YouTube channels that have already done that, so let's just focus on how it feels to drive the Bronco. That's the important part. That's what's really gonna sway your decision to buy one or not, is how it feels to drive it, how it makes you feel when you're driving it. So real quick observation, this Bronco has gotten an infinitely greater amount of looks than the Mustang Mach-E did. Maybe it helps because it's very red, which grabs people's attention, but everybody's looking at this thing. Everybody smiles when they look at it, which for me is a really big deal. Now, this isn't what the Bronco's about, so we're not gonna really spend too much time on this, unlike the Mustang. We're gonna do one quick, I mean, not even a pull. We're just gonna get on it a little bit, real quick, so we can kind of get an idea. All right, let's see what the mighty 2.3 liter has to offer. We're full throttle. Okay, you know, very, very respectable. Now, a really big part of how a vehicle makes you feel is how it looks, and I gotta tell you guys, wow. You've got to admit that just looks, it looks so awesome. It looks so cool. Even the horses came over to see it. I mean, come on, you can't deny that. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be taking the Bronco off to its true home, the off-road, because it's not mine. I don't really wanna hurt the Bronco at all, because the dealer still has to sell this at some point. So we're gonna stick on road, look at the features, probably maybe put the roof back since we can do that, but it'll be fun. It's like 77 degrees outside, the perfect time for Bronco. I'm just gonna say, we're gonna dub it, it's like the official car of summer, or spring break, driving in California. We're none of those right now, but it's good to dream. If I am not mistaken, all it takes to undo the roof is these bad boys right there, and then yeah, it'll just pop up. All right, this is gonna be too cool. Now you can drive around with it just like that if you're off-roading though, and you wanna pop it back like that. Ford does include straps where you can strap it down so it's not bouncing. So if you're just driving, we're gonna be good. This is great. Like this, this is great. I've been waiting to drive one of these since, I guess that was last year when we got to do the kind of review, the first look that we had at it. I've been waiting very impatiently. Finally, we're able to. I've been waiting a long time for this part, the open air. Well, now that we got the top down, we need some good summertime playlists. So we're gonna use Apple CarPlay, which is super awesome. What are y'all thinking? You know what? Oh, Kenny, you can't go wrong with that. Summertime. We're taking a little break because this is a bad influence, like a really bad influence. The best way I can describe this after driving it for a while, this is the most 21-year-old vehicle I have ever driven. All it wants to do is put the top back, put on some tunes, and just party. That's the only thing this wants to do. It's so addicting. It's addicting to drive. Like, I have not been affected by a car this much in a long time. The Mustang is awesome. I love driving it. The motor is magical, but the experience of driving this Bronco, the only thing that has come close is my cousin Sean. You remember his Jeep? It's on 43s, got a 6-liter LS in it. That's the only thing that's come close. Man, I'm in love with this thing. I'm in love with it. I'm sure my truck is in Ford's parking lot right now, absolutely sweating bullets. So while we're not actually moving and driving and I'm not being completely stargazed by the Bronco, let's go over some of the features inside and out that make it what it is. First off, the suspension. So there is a solid axle in the back, independent in the front. Now the independent in the front is kind of a controversial topic because it wants to compete with Jeep. You want to have that articulation. It's hard to do it without a solid axle in the front. However, after talking with the guys at Ford a little bit about it, I do understand why they did it. 90% of these are going to live their entire lives on the road, so they wanted to make it better for it. And still off-road, it's very good, but after driving it, I totally get it. On-road, this drives like an on-road vehicle, unlike a Jeep. So points to the Bronco for that. Now the Big Bend, this Bronco right here comes equipped with the cloth bucket seats. They also come with leather and the marine grade vinyl. I've sat in all of them. The marine grade vinyl is so good. That's the one I would get. This one does have these really nice cloth seats. They are comfortable, I got to admit. It fits the interior very well. I do like this interior spec. It is really nice. The contrasting colors in there are awesome. Obviously, we do have Apple CarPlay, which is so nice. I love it, as well as the regular Ford screen. Everything is very intuitive. I like this a lot. I don't really have many complaints about it. Everything works just like it should. It's easy to use. It's straightforward, which is great. So, I mean, points to the Bronco for that. The gauge cluster itself, I'm a really big fan of. I love actual gauges. I hate when it's just a full electronic screen. That's not my thing. It does have a very big screen though, along with the gauge, which I love. That screen, I mean, honestly, that screen's almost the size of my nav screen on my 2011 F-150. It's a very nice screen. It's well placed, and you know, pairing with the actual analog speedometer on there, it's a great feature. Now the Broncos, they put some Easter eggs in there, which is super cool. So if you look up here, if you can see it, the coordinates for Big Ben, look at that, really sweet. Also down here, there's a nice little American flag right there. Looks awesome. Into the back seat. Now I'm a big guy, and I mean, it's very doable. The seat is all the way back. With the top folded down, I do realize there is a slight issue with this going on up here. Give it, I'm like 6'3", 6'4". With the top in the regular position, it wouldn't be a problem. Back seat, comfortable. It'd be a cool place to ride into. Go out with the buddies. So here's what I'm getting from the Bronco so far. It's a box, undeniably. It's very red, this one in particular. It's extremely fun to drive, as has been proven. And it's a very just lively, happy vehicle, which is so refreshing. That's enough talk. Let's go drive the thing. We're gonna run to the car wash real quick, make it nice and clean so we can get some sweet footage for you guys of a clean Bronco. This one's just a little dusty. It gets really dusty here for some reason. And then we're gonna see where it takes us. Okay, we gotta do this quick since I only have 4 quarters. So let's be speedy about this. Now that we got the windows up, the top up, let everything dry off, I'll talk a little bit more about the driving experience. It's not a quiet ride, that's for sure. You can hear the wind from the soft top. You can hear the tires. You can hear the road. You can hear everything. It is a box. However, I don't care. It's too much fun to drive. I don't care the slightest. Now, I didn't want this video to be about, you know, facts and statistics and is this good, is this good? I wanted it to be all about the experience of driving the Bronco, what it's like. I can't even describe it. Like, this is probably the most fun I've had in a car probably all year, and I've just been driving it. There's certain cars out there that just evoke that specific passion that speaks to you that you can't describe. This is one of those cars. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I can't describe it. But just driving this car is one of the best automotive experiences I've had all year. And we've done some pretty crazy stuff this year. So with that, Ford, I commend you. The Bronco, it's incredible. I am totally in love. I would trade in my truck, but I'd still have to pay a lot of money, so we can't do that. Now next time we are definitely gonna go more in depth into the Bronco, talk about would it be worth buying the Bronco, because it is $39,000 and it's a base model pretty much. So we'll talk about if it's worth buying it, all the ups and downs of that, get into a little more like fuel mileage, what we've been getting, all that fun jazz. So make sure you stick around for that one. I hope you enjoyed today's video almost as much as me. Driving it is insane. Be sure you stick around for the next one. If you liked it, please smash that like button. Do it for me, do it for the Broncos, do it for the Cats. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope y'all are having a wonderful, wonderful December leading up to Christmas. And until next time, always remember to keep it classy. I'll catch y'all very soon.